Hey there, kangaroos! Welcome back to World of Roocraft, the series where I, your loyal lore master Roo, reviews all playable areas in World of Warcraft. As always, I'm joined by my robotic friend Boomer.
Hello, Boomer Bros!
Today we continue our adventure in the Eastern Kingdoms and move to the aptly named Swamp of Sorrows. This is another contested zone and available to players of level 40 and higher. But why is it called the Swamp of Sorrows? And what happened there in the past? Let's find out by consulting our magical portal.
No, not the teleport!
What is there to say about the Swamp of Sorrows? Nomen est omen here, my friends. Bogs and swampy bracken waters are characteristic for this area. Just look at that healthy green tint that lays over the entire area. Yummy.
Did you say swamp? Are we going to see Shrek?
No, Boomer. Shrek isn't real.
You can't prove that. I know that he's real.
Okay, let's just move on. What some people don't know is that the Swamp of Sorrows was once part of a bigger swampland called the Black Morass. And that area is really important to the Horde. Why, you ask? The Dark Portal, their means of entering Azeroth, was located there. During the First War, the original Horde made their base of operation in the Black Morass and built important posts there, like Roocraft, Kairos and Stoneheart. History tells us that Roocraft and Kairos were destroyed in the First War and only Stoneheart was left behind, heavily damaged. But the orcs weren't that easy to keep down. They kept fighting for the Black Morass. The Second War saw the destruction of the Dark Portal, and the resultant explosion caused the separation of the Black Morass into the barren Blasted Lands and a northern swampland. In honor of the fallen comrades, the orcs went on to name that land the Swamp of Sorrows. But the orcs weren't the only inhabitants of the swamps. Guess what? We are talking about the Gurubashi trolls again. Are you tired of them yet? I already told you that the Empire fell apart after a group of high priests tried to summon the blood spirit Hakar into the world. Some of these priests, the so-called Atalai, managed to escape to the Swamp of Sorrows and they erected a giant temple there, the Temple of Altar Hakar. The Atalai's plans to summon Hakar were foiled once again by the dragon aspect Azera and their green dragonflight. They also drowned the trolls and their temple in the swamp. Damn, that's cold.
But what about your lava Arthas? What happened in the Third War?
I'm not in love with him. You are in love with him. And nothing happened there in the Third War. Weirdly enough, the Swamp of Sorrows was spared from the scourge. I guess the name was a turn-off to them. But let's talk about today. What happened there after the Cataclysm? The Horde chieftain Thrall rebuilt the old orc post Stoneheart and brought it back to its former glory. Additionally, after the crash of the Exodar, the Swamp of Sorrows became home to a group of Draenei. And last but not least, the goblins of Gadgetzan built the town of Bogpal there. I think that's enough explaining for now, so let's head to the Swamp of Sorrows ourselves and check out what's going on there. Why don't we start things off slow and easy? The first stop for both our Horde and Alliance characters is the goblin town of Bogpal. Our green little friends there are having a great time and celebrating with a beach party. Our first order of business here is to retrieve some booze that got stolen by crabs. Why would a crab steal booze? The answer to this question is easy. Those crazy goblins taped the hooch to their claws. Why would you do that? But do I really want to know what's going on in these little crazy brains? We also help out the trade prince of Bogpal, Baron Silversnap. He wants us to collect some strider meat and landmines. That's a great combo if you ask me. There isn't much more to say about Bogpal since there aren't much story relevant things going on there. But you do run into a rival group of goblins. Oh, sorry, they're called Gilblins since they grew guilds. Why? Are you on drugs, Blizzard? No, I don't even want to know. Let's just accept the fact that goblins with guilds exist. Ignoring the fish goblins, let's move on to the end of the Bogpal questline. After helping the green dudes out, we are sent to the Temple of Atal Hakar. Here we meet the green dragon Ifarius. He tells us that some of the Atalai survived the flooding of the temple and are now engaging in some questionable stuff. They are corrupting and killing off the Green Dragon Wardens of the temple.
But why?
That's easy, to bring Hakar to Azeroth. Why do I keep talking about that, dude? But guess what? We agree to help our Green Dragon friend, since Ifarius can't enter the temple himself. We venture into the sunken temple and show the priests of the Atalai who's boss. Even though their leader, Jamalan, manages to escape, I still see this as a victory in my book.
But who? Why don't you talk about the dungeon in the temple?
Oh, we don't have time for that now, Boomer.
We got plenty of time according to my watch.
Okay, I can't do dungeons because I don't have 4 other friends to go there. Are you happy now?
Yes, very happy.
With the trolls dealt with for now, we head to the human outpost of Marshtide Watch. The humans built that base after the cataclysm and are now trying to take over the swamp and drive out the orcs. So we head over to the Bloodmire and kill some Horde troops. Are we doing the same thing on the Horde side? Look at that! There we also participate in the battle. That's nice. But I gotta say, I am with the Horde on this one. They have been here for a very, very long time now, and the humans just started to attack them. I would want them out of my neighborhood too. But wait, the orcs are big and green, and they want the humans out of their swamp. Are they Shreks?
Hear the roar.
Boomer might have been right.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Let's just move on. This intersecting questline has it not just fighting the opposing faction, we also place some flags around the bodies of our friends and either attack or defend Stoneheart. But who wins in the end? The orcs, of course. They manage to drive back the humans and stay in the swamp. That may have been the big conflict between the orcs and humans dealt with, but there are still some things to do. A couple of minutes ago I told you about the explosion of the Dark Portal, right? Not only did the destruction of the portal leave behind orcs, a group of broken Draenei were also stranded in the Swamp of Sorrows. They called themselves the Lost Ones and went a little bit mad. And you know, we have just the right remedy for madness.
Professor Krachboom's Night Potion?
No, don't be ridiculous. We just kill them. While we cure the Lost Ones, we also find some strange crystals, which we bring to the Draenei post called the Harbor Age. Here we meet the Draenei Anchorid Arun. He dedicated his work to heal the broken Draenei from their condition. From Arun, we learn that there is a special place in the swamps called the Shifting Mire. This place covers a giant pool of healing energy. And look at that coincidence. Arun's broken friend, Maktur, is dying and in need for some healing energies.
I can't believe it!
So we head out to the mire and collect some of that tasty heal goo and also collect some of the magical healing water from the nearby water elementals. Sadly, that wasn't enough for Maktur to recover. At least the Prophet Velen shows up and guides the broken soul to the light. That's really nice of him. And before you ask, yes, you do the same stuff for your Horde friends. Of course, Velen doesn't show up there. Duh. But it shows that through all the violence and hate, the Horde and the Alliance aren't that different. Both sides would do everything to save a hurt friend. That's pretty much all I can review without giving away too much. So let's head back home. Well, what did we learn today, Boomer?
We learned that Shrek is an orc from the Draenor.
No, we learned that the Horde and the Alliance aren't as different as they may think. Both sides would go out of their way to save their comrades and friends. The orcs of the swamp just want to defend their home, and in a way, the Alliance wants the same. They attack the orcs because they are afraid that they would attack the nearby Redwitch Mountains or Duskwood.
You could almost say they are in a battle for Azeroth. Wink wink.
Who the hell let you in here? Get out! We need to change the locks around here. As you can tell by the length of this video, there wasn't really much to say about the Swamp of Sorrows. It is an important area for the history of Roocraft, and that's it. But I have to get this video to at least 10 minutes and 1 second somehow. I did prepare some goofy clips that I wanted to use in the review, but didn't really find a context for them. So enjoy them at the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, let us know by hitting the like button or leaving a comment.
And become a kangaroo by subscribing to the channel. Do it! Do it now!
about one of those famous Shrek roars?
Do the roar.
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.